Architectural Artcast.
The new trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 has dropped, and everybody's losing their minds because it looks good. Good graphics, good environments, good character design, good characters. And it looks like we're going to be getting a Bonnie and Clyde love gone wrong type tale. What's there not to love about that? Everybody is super hyped. As a person who's been playing GTA going all the way back to GTA 3 and Vice City, I'm hyped. This game is going to be massive. Rockstar is back, baby. They're going to knock this out of the park again, right? Well, amongst all the hype and excitement, something stinks in Denmark. Something isn't adding up here. Every design decision is a conscious choice. It's meant to be that way. Why has Rockstar chosen to show us these particular images, these specific characters, and this aspect of the story? What's intriguing is that Rockstar, in their design decisions, have chosen to avoid talking about or even referencing in any way what a particular hard-drinking Scotsman likes to refer to as the message. Grand Theft Auto is a series that has separated itself from its competitors by engaging in social commentary. In the past, it's taken on the excesses of the 80s, evolving race relations in the 90s, the immigrant experience, and what it's like to pursue the American dream in the 21st century. The social commentary is done through the use of satire, parody, and a lot of raunchy humor. Part of the series' success comes from the fact that they took a shot at everyone. Just look at what goes on the radio in-game. They lampoon conservative talk radio, game shows, shock jocks, commercials, and celebrities and politicians saying stupid things. The problem is, it's not 2010 anymore. And we've seen one studio after another taking their popular and profitable series and destroying them over and over again, all in the name of the message. But somehow, Rockstar, one of the most problematic studios with a frat boy culture and a history of using inappropriate humor to punch down at marginalized voices, is somehow still going to produce a good old-fashioned GTA game. What? How is that happening? I'll tell you all exactly what's going on. Somebody at Rockstar has remembered they have this thing called a survival instinct, and they're desperately trying to make sure they don't go the way of the dodo bird or Ubisoft. Good storytelling and fun in games has been sacrificed on the altar of the message. Lara Croft is no longer allowed to be beautiful and sexy. She's not even allowed to like guys anymore. In Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, they were so anxious to push the message, they couldn't do basic math. They couldn't be bothered to make sure that the main character's new boyfriend was old enough to do the things they said he was doing. Then again, knowing the reputation of some of these industries, maybe that wasn't an oversight. Dragon Age Veilguard was nothing more than a game-long lecture. You need to do better, gamer. And Ubisoft, in their infinite wisdom, they decided it was more important to push the message than it was to go to war with an entire culture with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Grand Theft Auto was supposed to be the next sacrificial lamb offered up on the altar of the message. They were the next game that was supposed to get the Sweet Baby Ink treatment. Rockstar Games has been trying to distance itself from its frat boy reputation. In 2022, when they announced GTA 6, we were told it was going to have diverse main characters. In fact, one of the playable main characters was going to be a woman. And Rockstar Games promised that they would no longer use inappropriate humor to punch down at marginalized voices. And we were hearing about how all these modern day-isms were going to take place in the game. And then there was a number of things that happened in rapid succession. First, there was a significant event that happened the first part of November that indicated a major cultural shift. Then massively expensive AAA games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Dragon Age Veilguard, all that pushed the message, failed spectacularly, leading to mass firings, entire studios being shut down, and in one case, a studio being sold to communist China. And then the USAID checks started bouncing. Rockstar Games had a good old-fashioned oh shit moment when they realized Grand Theft Auto was going to have to stand on its own 2 feet. Their continued existence was now in the balance. Rockstar is doing a complete 180. That's why they chose to drop this particular video, while we're seeing those specific images and this part of the story. They're trying to tell everybody, you know that stuff we've been saying last couple of years? Just kidding. What we're really doing is making a good old-fashioned GTA game. Trust us, bro. In fact, we're so committed to getting this game just right, we're delaying it a year. Yeah, and I'm calling bull. The problem that Rockstar faces, as I've already said, it's not 2010. Rockstar Games is no longer the same studio it was in 2010. They're no longer capable of making a 2010-esque game. Now, to be fair to Rockstar, they shouldn't be making a 2010-esque game. Their games, their storytelling should evolve over time, but they face the same problem that Disney Marvel movies face. Their movies were bombing. They realized they had a problem. They told everybody, we hear you, we're going to change. And it's clear their newer movies are different, but they're still bombing because they don't know how to change. They don't know what the audience wants. In their attempts to change course, Rockstar is going to make 2 mistakes. First, they're going to overcorrect. Gamers, the public at large, have rejected entertainment industry's all-out assault on femininity and masculinity. But Rockstar doesn't understand what the public means when they say they want to see feminine and masculine characters. And so Rockstar is going to over-sexualize their characters. Second, despite whatever Rockstar might want to do, they're not going to be allowed to completely abandon the message. So what they're going to try to do is slip as much of the message into the game as they can get away with. As I said at the beginning of this video, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be massive. Day one sales are going to be off the charts. Rockstar is going to make a lot of money. They don't need to be worried about being bought out by China. But the question remains, is it going to be a flash in the pan, forgotten about in 2 weeks, or is it going to be remembered as an all-time classic? Only time will tell. Personally, I hope it's successful, but I have a sinking suspicion, like so many of these modern games, it's going to be forgotten in 2 weeks. At any rate, I hope I've given you all something to think about, and until next time, y'all be safe. If y'all are still here, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. While you're at it, why don't you like this video, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell. You can hear me yammer on about something else next time. And feel free to share this video far and wide.
Please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment.